Hey, what's going on, clever investors? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sperber here. I'm excited you're here because in this video, I'm going to show you what it's going to take for you to make $36,000 a month as a wholesaler consistently, month after month. So if you want that kind of lifestyle and money in your life, pay attention because you're going to learn some things. So first off, let's just kind of start at the top, high level. I want to show you how you can make 3 deals happen consistently every month. My average wholesale fee is $12,000, okay? That equals $36,000 a month, or $432,000 a year, right? A year. Well, let me ask you a question. Does this type of cheddar create an awesome lifestyle? Yes, it does. Can you do, and do people do 3 deals consistently every single month? Absolutely they do. And next question, once you know how to do 3 deals, are you going to stop there? Absolutely not. You're going to keep going. So the big question isn't whether this is possible or, I'm doing deals nationwide. On average, I make 12 grand. If I do 3 of them, that's 36 grand, 400. And by the way, I do a lot more than this. This is possible. People are doing it. They're doing way more volume than this. But how are they doing this? The market has radically shifted. Things as a wholesaler has changed dramatically. What used to be really easy is now a lot more difficult. So let's talk about what the KPIs are or the numbers are in this market. Okay, because it's different than what it used to be. So first off, everything is a funnel, right? If you think about the steps of doing a wholesale deal, and I'm assuming you already know what wholesaling is. I'm not going to get into that in this video. I have tons of other videos that explain what is wholesaling on this channel. But think of a funnel. You can't do 1 deal, let alone 3, if you don't generate a bunch of leads. Now, there's so many different types of leads out there. There's paid leads, there's free leads, and each lead is scored a little bit differently. If you think about it, the gold standard is like a pay-per-click lead or a direct mail lead where the seller is reaching out through either filling out a form on your website or they're reaching out because they got a postcard or a mailer and they're reaching out to you because they're motivated and they have equity and they're desperate and they're trying to figure out what to do with their property. All of their money is trapped in their house and they're desperately trying to figure out how to solve their money pain, and they got to get the money out of the house. And so first off, you got to generate a lot of leads. There's 50 lead gen strategies: pay-per-click, direct mail, social media leads, referrals, realtor leads, bandit signs, door knocking. There's going down to the foreclosure auctions. There's a million different ways to generate leads. Then after you generate leads, you got to have conversations with people. You're going to have a certain amount of conversations that's going to lead to a written offer, and you're going to have to write so many offers to get one accepted, and then eventually you're going to be able to flip the contract, close a deal, and get paid. So what does this look like in today's market? Well, I want to do this with pay-per-click leads, okay? Because most of my deals right now are getting done through pay-per-click. All right, I love pay-per-click. We have a really strong I think I spend 25 grand a month or more every month consistently on pay-per-click, okay? The reason I like pay-per-click leads is they're very high quality motivated seller leads. If they're taking the time to search around on Google for a solution, then they're serious about doing a deal. All right, so in this world that we're operating in, it takes 50 PPC leads, okay, to get to 1 deal. That's on average. Now, this used to be like 30. And just so you understand the cost of a pay-per-click lead, on average nationwide, it's probably a little less than $100. If you're talking California, it's like $1,100 or $1,200. If you're talking podunk middle of America, it's probably $60 or $50. But let's just average it $90 to $100. All right, so if you want to generate 50 leads, just times that by 100, and that's your pay-per-click budget. All right? out of the 50 leads, what you're going to want to do is there's going to be about 70% of these that turn into conversations. So 70% of these leads, which is 35 leads, right? 35 leads. So we have to generate 50 leads in order to have 35 conversations. Because some of them aren't going to be motivated, some of them won't answer for whatever reason, and you're going to end up talking to about 35 people pitching them. Now, out of that, you're going to end up, when it comes to written offers, you're going to end up, let's just say, writing 15 to 20 written offers. All right? So out of the 35, 15 to 20 will end up as a written offer. Now, think about this. You're in the job of getting properties under control. Wholesaling is a game of control. You should be writing offers on every full-fledged conversation that you have. If they told you no, you might not write an offer, meaning like they said, I'm not interested in selling, that kind of no. You're not going to write an offer. But if they're like, no on price, like we're not meeting, I'm not accepting the offer that you made, the verbal offer that you made, you're still going to write an offer. Write offers. Get in the habit of writing offers. This is a big failure point for a lot of new real estate investors. They talk to people and then they get told no and then they don't write offers. And they're like 3 months in my program and I'm like, hey, how many offers have you wrote this week? And they're like, I haven't wrote any offers. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You talked to 35 people. How come you didn't write 15 to 20 offers? And they're like, I don't know. They told me no for whatever reason. It's like, write the offer. Trust me. People change all the time. I can't tell you how many times I got called back the next day because I physically wrote the offer, they slept on it, they talked to their wife or husband or friends or whatever, and then they changed their mind. All right, now, next stage is how many of these offers are going to actually get accepted. And the reality is 3 to 4 of them will get accepted. This is the funnel, right? 50 to 35 to 15 to 20 to 3 to 4 to 1. Now we know what it's going to take to make $12,000. All you got to do is multiply that times 3, right? So now we got to do 150 leads and then work the numbers backwards. Once you start tracking your KPIs, now I know with pay-per-click, these are my numbers. Maybe with direct mail, it's, 30 leads. Maybe with social media, it's 250 leads. With realtor leads, it might be, I got to talk to 70 realtors before I get one deal. Whatever that is, I'm making those numbers up, but whatever that is, if you track the funnel all the way down, now you can scale that marketing channel. And one of the best pieces of advice I can give you is don't try to do all these lead gen strategies all at the same time. What ends up happening is people do a little direct mail and a little pay-per-click and a little networking and a little door knocking, and they don't get any results. You got to lean in on one thing. Think of like somebody spinning plates, right? Like in the circus or something. You see them spinning like 9 plates at once. Well, that's because they're an expert at what they're doing, and they've already got the one plate spinning before they started the next one. Does that make sense? You don't spin all of them at the same time, you get one going real quick, all right? So my recommendation is pay-per-click because this is the highest converting. If you have enough money to spend on pay-per-click, or you can raise that money, this is the funnel, you're gonna end up, closing one deal, you times it by 3, you get 36,000. You can pay for a lot of pay-per-click once you start closing deals and reinvesting, 20, 25% of this back into your marketing budget. And remember, it's quality and quantity when it comes to leads. So, you just got to think about this. Like, quality is PPC, and quantity is, let's just say, social. Just think of it like that, okay? Free leads. Any free leads, you'd have to generate a lot more, all right? So, now I do want to say this. This is hard, and this conversion part is hard. And the reason a lot of people are failing, the reason you got to get 3 or 4 and only 1 closes is because as the market shifts, you got to understand something. You're in real estate. You're seeing this every single day. You're reading the news. You're paying attention. You're talking to other investors. You're talking to hundreds of homeowners. You're talking to title people and realtors and mortgage people. Everybody's feeding you information. So your vision, your view of the world, the real estate world, is different than a common seller. The common person that is just desperate to sell their house, they're still 2 or 3 months behind you. You understand what I'm saying? They haven't caught up. They're reading some news articles. They're starting to see the market shift. They're starting to feel the market shift, but they still want top dollar for their house, right? They're about 2 to 3 months behind you emotionally. Don't worry. In 3 months from now, there'll be a lot more desperate sellers. But for now, they're 2 to 3 months behind. So in the past, this is called the maximum allowable offer formula. ARV, the after repaired value, times some investor discount minus repairs equals a sellable deal. Well, in the past, this used to be like 80 cents on the dollar. So we would take whatever the fully repaired value of the property is, times it by 0.80, minus out repairs, and if you got a property under contract anywhere near there, it was sellable. That was in a hot market 4 months ago, 5 months ago, 6 months ago. Now, totally different. Right now, it's between 60 to 65%. So 60 to 65%. Said another way, 0.65. Right? So you would take ARV times 0.65 minus whatever the estimated repairs are on the property, and that is a sellable deal on average nationwide. It's a much bigger discount because rehabbers do not want to chase or try to catch a falling knife. They don't want to chase the market down. If a rehab takes 4 months and interest rates go up over those 4 months and cost of repairs, construction materials goes up over those 4 months, and the prices are falling and the rents are falling, they're screwed, right? So they have to buy at a much bigger discount. Back in 2009, 10, 11, 12, this was like 40 cents on the dollar. Like the discount was massive. We would take, 60, 70 cents off. But that's what it is right now. Once you understand this, getting to 36 grand a month is totally doable. All it is generating this, running these, getting better at conversions, making sure that you're making offers that actually can close, where buyers are buying, and this is how you run a successful wholesaling operation. And what's great is this is just the gateway to getting started. This isn't where you end as a real estate investor. This is the beginning. This is just how you start getting some cash in your pocket, so that way you can, free up your mind. You're not under pain. You're not stressing about bills. You're not stressing about rent. You're not stressing about gas going up or down. You have enough income coming in from your little automated business. And what's cool is you can have VAs doing this. You can have VAs doing this. You can have VAs doing this. Like you can really be a one-man or woman band with 2 or 3 VAs helping along the way and get here. And yeah, you'll have to share some of this, but there's a lot of dough, so it's worth it. Last thing I want to say is this is not the end. This is just the beginning. Eventually, you're going to start getting into creative finance. You're going to start cherry picking out the ones that don't accept. So if 1 out of 4 say no, maybe 3 turn into sub 2 or a wrap, right? Or a wrap or a contract for deed. All of these creative finance type things. And then those turn into a lease option, or those turn into an Airbnb, something like that. Maybe you take some down and you start rehabbing them. This is just the beginning. The sky is the limit, but you can't get to the other stuff unless you master this first part. So hopefully this video helped you. If it did, smash the like button. Drop me a comment down below with other types of videos like this that you would like to see from me. And as usual, share this with another real estate investor that is trying to learn this business, because I think this will give them a lot of clarity on what to do. All right, that's all I have for you in this one. Till next time, take care, comb your hair, Sperber out.